Hello everybody, welcome back to another Doctrzombie live stream. It is Wednesday night, and we don't have a theme for Wednesdays, unlike Murder Mondays, which have always been truly amazing. And we're here tonight to get rid of this lady. Hold on, I'm not showing the screen yet. Let me fade out the music here. Swap over to Crusader Kings 3. Here we go. Hello. That is much better. This girl right here, Valia, and we're going to be swapping over from her to somebody else right upon entry, but we're here to play Crusader Kings 3. I just barely started this game. I don't think I've even played it for an hour with you guys yet. And my fucking my fucking king was fucking butchered by his own peasants here in the Villa of Kiz. And his empire was broken up between his three daughters. Oh, hello, Amion! $5 to the beer fund. Cheers, buddy. Tonight, I'm drinking, right now anyway, the peach brandy. But as soon as I finish this, I'll go drink that last chocolate beer for you, dude. So, Vilya inherited the main portion of the empire because she's the oldest daughter. But Hayley, Valia, oh sorry, is it? Sorry, her actual name is Dilwikis. Dilswaz. Fucking can't pronounce these oldie Muslim names. But Hayley is over here. She controls Bamper. And we're going to be able to switch to Hayley. Basically, the game, if we're not doing Iron Man mode, allows us to switch characters, and we can choose which character we're going to be. And we're going to play as Hayley. Hayley is 4 years old, unmarried in Bamper, and she has no heir liege, has a hostile faith. Things are bad for Hayley. But we're going to go ahead and give Hayley's rule a try. So, what do we need to do to keep Hayley alive? Number one, we need to make sure that we've got a court of people who actually like us, especially our spy master. Otherwise, someone's just going to murder us in our sleep. Unfortunately, as a child, we can't actually do anything about that. Our liege is winning the war in Tarid, so that's good for us, but also doesn't really affect us much at all. We can declare wars, and we're in line to inherit some titles. Essentially, we're in line to inherit the titles my sisters hold if they die, and also other people related to them that also die. We have 100 soldiers, 200 soldiers almost, and 5 knights. And we can declare 14 different wars against any of these neighbors of ours for pretty much any fucking reason we want. We can invade the kingdom, try to conquer a specific duchy, or a specific county. And each of those requires us to have a certain amount of prestige. And we have 100 prestige because our father was a noble-blooded man, so we start the game with a little bit. But that's all we've got. We really don't have shit right now, and I cannot currently impress anybody because I'm a child. I don't have the ability to, like, subtly manipulate people in my court. So I just have to get lucky. It's not looking good. I may be restarting this game quite soon, and then we could either try a different empire or just give another go at this area here. This is part of the Persian Empire, essentially. Safrid is a member of the Persian Empire, or will be if someone conquers enough of that territory. And here are the other major empires out there. But of course, none of that means shit unless somebody conquers the whole damn thing. Because right now, there is no Scandinavian emperor. It's broken down into so many tiny fucking countries that somebody has to get real aggressive. And we were hoping to do that when the peasants rose up and killed us in a siege. So, let's move forward here with what we can do. We can arrange marriage, find a spouse, remove guardian. I can find a spouse for myself, essentially proposing to betroth myself to somebody in an attempt to strengthen my lineage. I, of course, won't be married until I turn 16, And there are a number of crappy individuals here at court, most of which are lowborn, so they will obviously accept, because a lowborn getting to marry the queen, or really just like the Valia, which I guess is the not even duke. It's real low. the local baron, let's put it that way. But there are some here that might actually have some use. For example, this guy is intelligent, and our offspring could be intelligent, and that gives them a significant boost in everything. But he is a Hindu faith, which is a problem. Not a huge problem, but it's a problem. And so forth. Right now, I think it's best that we just wait. There's no reason to betroth ourselves right now, although I think doing so might be able to give us an alliance, and then that alliance could be used to help us conquer territory. It would be very difficult. Alliances are finicky. They get to do their own shit. They kind of follow you around if you have an army raised, but you can't control them directly, so you kind of have to hold on to it. Yeah, it's a sleazy business. This welcome to imperial feudalist 9th century Middle East. it's gonna be bloody, and it's gonna be sexist, and it's gonna be difficult. And that's just the game we're playing. And thanks, Paradox. Tasty. I'm down to 3 bottles of liquor, one of which is a simple triple sec, so, you know, barely counts. And then I've got my Johnny Walker Red, and I've got some tequila. I think I'm going to have to go shopping soon. Yes. We are almost done with this war. Not that I've done much for it. I doubt I'll even get a single slice of the pie when it's all divvied up. Prestige would be it. Oh, okay. Somebody just declared war on our liege. It's... Who? Who the fuck is attacking? Oh, it's a peasant revolt, just like what got me. So, I, of course, am immediately required to assist. Whether I do that or not is kind of up to me, but I will go ahead and raise my 200 soldiers, and I'll try to meet them somewhere and try to catch a little bit of that prestige. Try to like look like I'm contributing without really contributing. This is just a spam of one guy offering me, in order to ensure you have received an excellent education, I would like for you to be raised by... Oh, this is my liege. Okay, he wants me to be raised by his wife. Is he Amir? Amir Imarimin. So I can be raised by the queen or the duchess or whatever. And she'll teach me stuff. Specifically, she is a strategist. So she'll teach me how to wage war. So for Hayley, that's actually pretty good. I think we're going to need to go to war with my sisters pretty soon to take my territories back. However, I will also become a Persian, and I will adopt the Ash'arism Muslim faith. Now, I don't particularly give two shits about the faith that I'm currently starting as. It's a break-off of Muslimism. I hope I didn't just offend the hell out of somebody. It's a break-off of some version of Islam. If I take their faith, they are less likely to hate me. So this is really good for Hayley. Actually, just fucking good luck there. So I will accept that. I will be tutored by the Duchess. All right, Liege won war. I don't think I got shit from that. Also, an alliance. My sister wants to ally with me, and this is my older sister. No, I'm sorry. My younger sister. In Raquan. Sure, that's fine. We'll form an alliance, perhaps against my older sister at some point. But now look at this. These fucking peasants are over here. And, where's my... Okay, let's see if we can recapture some of these places. I don't see any raised armies from my liege. Someone's trying to kill me. A plush carpet, vibrant and soft, arrives as a gift from Valia Payman, who hates me, so why? She's a neighboring fellow vassal, a callous antagonist. So, the question is, do I get plush and exotic carpet for 10 years, which gives me a monthly prestige boost, but reduces my resistance to any hostile murder schemes? Or do I get vigilant and sell it for 15 gold? I will definitely sell it, because I have a feeling someone's trying to knock me off and steal my empire here. Because I'm too little to understand the subtle ways. Here. This here is, I think, my liege here. No, it's not. It's some other asshole. Seriously. He is not defending his own fucking property against the peasants that are running amok right now. He's gonna fucking lose. There. Let me try to go home without fighting anyone. Anger management. My acquaintance is getting on my nerves. He takes every opportunity to needle me, seemingly taking joy in the irritation. He's a 6-year-old son. I will teach him a lesson, or I'll be nice to him, but get stressed out because of it. I will make him a villain. So, criticizing his every move as loudly as possible. So he and I are becoming rivals right now. I've bullied him a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna get killed here. Yep. Butchered. I've converted. Peasants destroyed all of my men, and I have to rebuild that. My brother, Sinna, is an unusually calm child. When others play their wild games, he withdraws to some silent corner. He gains a trained pensive. I didn't know I had a brother. Must be my mother remarried or something. It must be like my half-brother. Because my mother is still alive. It says brother, so maybe she was pregnant when father died. That's too bad, because he would have inherited the entire thing, and we'd be playing as him, I think. Yep, slaughtered. Killed my chancellor. Get a new one. Speed this shit up. These fucking peasants. I don't know where they went to. They sailed off to raid some other part. Where does this dude have, like, territory in other islands, or? Honor our alliance. Join me in attempting to conquer from the person who sent me that fucking rug enemies. Where's that at? Show me. Can't see it. It's behind this thing. Okay, it's right next to us. So the two of us are going to attack her. Unfortunately, I don't have any fucking soldiers right now, or I'd be happy to help. I just killed them all. Let's see what I can do about this, though. Where are we? Yeah, it is there. Okay. Okay. Why can I not see my army? That's a little weird. Like, usually there's a nice big flag with a number on it. Well, I've got 64 soldiers. Alright. If I can meet her there and all these other allies show up at the same time, we'll be able to win that battle. Nope. Great. Fuck. Well, hopefully she gets there to help save me, but it looks like she's just gonna go around and let me kill all my fucking guys again. God damn it. Ugh, now I lost a marshal and my steward. My courtier has been wounded. He's going to die. That's fine. I don't have a doctor because I can't afford one. Although I probably can now. I've got 60. This game is very different when you have nothing. Yep. Alright, I've got a good doctor now. This fucker's been bullying me. Mocks me relentlessly every tiny mistake I make. Yep. Scandalous priest. This guy has been embezzling the money that his followers gave for charity, repurposing it for his own personal use. Condemn him for his transgression. Who is he? Is he one of my guys? I don't think so. Foreign ruler. He's like over here. Condemn him for transgressions will give me some piety. Defend his character publicly, even at risk to myself. I will lose piety and prestige, but he'll gain some opinion. Not that I give a shit, because he's a foreign ruler. Or just stay quiet, gain some stress. And fervor decreases, yeah. But I'm going to condemn him. What can he do about it? He's all the way over there. Declare war. No, somebody else is. Uh-oh. Yep, and so my older sister, Ziquiz, is now trying to kill me. I have no soldiers left, because I've lost them all in battle, and she's got 300 troops. Okay, that's great. I think it's time that we have some kind of backup plan. This guy's pretty far away. This guy... Can I fucking go to your location, please? He's up here. He's also pretty far away. But they both are potential alliances. Let's do this one. Alright. Calling on my other sister to help me. And then we'll see what happens after my marriage proposal gets accepted. If I can create a new alliance. Yep. Alliance formed with Chieftain Nahik. And then I can call his aid as well. I have no armies worth mentioning, so I'm not even going to try to raise them. I'm just going to hope that one of them will come to my rescue. Okay. Guardian spoke to me about the capital sentence a lowly thief had been given 2 days ago. She wanted to know what I thought of such a harsh penalty for such a small crime. So here's where, as a child, I get to pick some of my traits that I'll go into adulthood with. Hello, Gigs, how you doing? You're such a bitch, butcher. I can become just, which is virtuous to my faith, which is good. Gives me a piety boost, and other people who share my faith like me. There is cynical, which gives me some stuff, but it's not pious to my faith. And then there's temperate, which is also virtuous to my faith. So, one gives me better stewardship and health boost, and opinion of temperate goes up, gluttonous goes down. The other one gives me stewardship, a loss in intrigue, a bonus to learning. My vassals like me more. Just characters go up, arbitrary go down. I will pick just. Hayley the Just. Let's see if any of my allies... Oh, look at that! Look at that! My future husband arrived with an army of 800 men and defeated Hayley's sister's forces in battle. Ugh, he's the worst. He's stressing me out. Now he's going to go over there and conquer Hayley's remaining city. Nope, he's going to get defeated. Hayley has a... Or, not Hayley. Hayley's sister, Dilwickies, has a ton of soldiers, apparently. Oh my gosh, how did she get so many Oh, I know how she did. She hired them. They're mercenaries. I cannot afford any mercenaries. I do not have that kind of money. Here we go again. Hey! As I'm playing under her supervision, I hear a sound. It is small and weak, but it is there. I look under every bush, every direction, and there, a tiny kitten is sitting under a thorny bush all alone. I gain a pet cat, or I give the pet cat to her, but doesn't really do anything, so I will take the kitty. I will name the kitty... Death Killer 9000. It's not going to matter because I'm going to be put to death in a second. Yep. Dilwickies, my sister has captured me. That means she can claim victory in the war, and will do so any second now. And she has done so. Game over. That was it! She took away my titles, I've become landless, I have nothing left, and the game's over. Now, I could switch characters, or I could start over. I think I'm going to start over. It was just a disaster from the get-go here. Madam Giggles, you didn't like that name for character? But if you stream... that's okay. I understand. I totally understand. Hello, Poocha, Slippy. Welcome, guys. Yeah, woo. That was rough. Exit to menu. Alright, I could go back and play a different character, or I could even load an earlier save, but we were completely fucked from the get-go. Like, as soon as we started that game, things went wrong. Play as a Copt on Egypt. I could do that. New game. We're going to go back to 867. That gives us the longest amount of time to play. Also starts us off as like a tribal ruler somewhere. And then we want to play as any ruler, not just one of the Norsemen. Void Hunters and Necromancers showing up. Holy shit. That game's gotten way more complicated. Alright, we wanted to do something in Egypt, which is currently Tulund. So we want to do something small again. We don't want to be like the Sultan of the whole damn place. But why not maybe... is one of the... Try to restore Christian Egypt. I am having a nice day, thank you. It's going pretty well. I mean, I had a pretty rough day to start because my kids are home and I have to teach them because they, their school had an incident with COVID, so now they have to be home this week and half of next week. And I'm also working full-time from home, and my wife is working full-time from not home. Well, not full-time, but close to full-time. You know, a couple hours a day. Okay. So if I play as somebody here, I start as... a Muslim faith. So am I supposed to start as a Muslim faith, or am I supposed to start as someone in the Christian faith and then invade Egypt and try to... There's a count. Okay. A Copt is a count. Let's see here. This is Sultan. Let's see if I can... hold on. So here's the duchy titles. We've got... Prince, which is a vassal. We've got Prince. Yeah, Sultan again. God damn it. Kingdom is much bigger. Of course, the Kingdom of Tulund. Split up into different groups of princes, it looks like. And then realms go very low. But I can't, like, select one. So it must be that this Sultan Ahmad, he controls everything here directly. So I would have to find a prince in his realm. Yeah, see, he reports to him. And he controls his own little subsections. Or I could grab somebody in this area here. Emirs, Sikhs. These are low-level guys here. Check the vassals of the emirs. There's a Christian count on Egypt somewhere. Okay. Alright, let's see here. How do I check the vassals? Oh, here. I could check faiths. There's Coptic. There's this guy here. Coptic is Christian. Got it. Okay. So I would want to take one of these Coptic faiths, like Petty King Zacharias. Then we've got these Cordfanians, pagan religions over here. So here's the Coptic faiths. Okay, so it's a little bit farther down, but I guess this might still be Egypt. Like, it gets into different countries down here. This might be Ethiopia, but up here is Egypt. But these areas here are impassable terrain. They're not actually ruled by anyone. But this guy here, Zacharis, is a petty king. Can I go lower than that? Yes, maybe. There, I could pay as a specific mayor. Goes pretty low there. Coptic is a culture, sorry. A lot of that is empty desert land. Check on the vassals and the emirs. Down with the Kushites, Coptic's rule. No, it says Coptic is the faith, and Nubian is the culture. Part of the East African group. So I could grab a mayor somewhere pretty low on this dude's list, or I could play as him. If I play as him, it's kind of an easy start. Well, I say easy, but it's actually probably going to be pretty tough. Let's do it. Fuck it. We're going to be Petty King Zacharis III of Makuria. I've never fucked with the game rules. I think I'll just leave it. Mongol invasion. Oh. Alright. He is a spy type. The intrigue path. Manipulating people, secrets, murder, that type of thing. Let's start with temptation focus. Part of the early game, when you're starting as a character who controls a small portion, is you need to build your dynasty. So focusing on temptation, fertility, attraction, that's going to be good for me. I have 10 holdings above, I'm sorry, I have 13 holdings, 10 above my limit, which is 3. And that's causing me problems. I have to divvy these out to vassals. So I want to try to find the best locations. So the highest ones are at Development 7 with 100% control. I think everyone's at 100% control right now. Yeah. So Development 7 is my best. We've got Caribou, my castle. We've got Pakoris, the castle. And Semna, the castle. These are like the best things in my realm. At least Qasar and Faras are development is very high. So we want to keep them. I think I want to keep Kurta as well. If that is one of the other ones. It's not giving me any taxes, but that's because it's part of my domain limit is exceeded. So let's get rid of... Oh, and I see. Same thing. Due to being above domain limit, they're not providing me levies. So let's get rid of this castle. And we're just going to grant it to somebody. One of my knights. Thanks for following, Pucha. Could give him a church. I think it increases moral authority. Interesting. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll see if we can spread our faith throughout Egypt and conquer it as well. All right. So let's give away a bunch of my holdings to vassals. Guests become then vassals. They pay me taxes. They give me soldiers. I don't have to control their estates directly. And it's good for everybody. Because right now I'm not getting any money because I can only tip my hand in so many locations at once. Actually, okay, my bad. Looks like this place, Old Dongola. This is my, like, realm capital. So I can't get rid of that. I've got to keep that one. And it's development 8, so it's actually really good. This county next to it I'd like to keep then. And then we'll start giving away other locations here until we run out of good stuff. What do we got? Keep Donga, keep Gernurdi. Alahwab is a development 8. That's pretty good. This county is only a 5. We'll give that away. And I'm just giving them away to anybody right now. That's fine. I'll win some more territories, hopefully, and then be able to give them away to my children or whatever. I gotta get rid of 4 more. Anything that's got low development is a potential gift. Okay. Oop. Hey, thanks for hosting. Let's get this guy one. And one more to go. 7, 7, 8, 7, 8. Let's get rid of one of the 7s. We'll get rid of this one here. Okay. I've now got 4 holdings. It went up from 3 to 4 because of something. Stewardship went up, I guess. Alright, if I look at my council, some people have gotten onto the council just because I've, you know, either had them before or they became my vassals and became it. This guy's really great at martial, so he's expensive. But I could use a good marshal, so I'll hire him. And then my spy master can be one of my vassals, who's a decent spy master as well. I want to make sure these people all like me. And right now, most of them do, except for the new guy I just hired. So I will sway him. And that will improve his feelings for me. My steward can either collect taxes or increase development. And I'd like to build up my capital here, which is Dongola. So Dongola, he's going to work on boosting that. I don't think I need to worry too much about my vassals. I've just given them their land, so they probably all like me. So let's keep foreign affairs. Convert faith. I have a small plot of land here that is not my religion. Actually, it's like 4 territories. So I'm going to start converting them to Coptic Christianity. Alright. And I can create titles. Now this is key. If I have enough money, I can create a title of the Duke of Faras or whatever. And that will give me rights to collect taxes from all the vassals there, and so forth, and a few other things. Stripped of his titles, you were left poor. Oh, Hayley, I'm so sorry. You got murdered. Well, your older sister conquered your land and then took away all your titles, and that was it. We fucking lost. New round, yep. Is there a Coptic Pope? I believe it was. I believe I saw that when we set it up. If I go to my religion here. Organized faith. There is a Pope. And he is... Where the F are you? He's lowborn. Vassal in the Sultanate of Egypt. So he lives somewhere in there. Let me try to fix this shit again. Where are you, dude? Here, go to his location. He doesn't have a location. Where is this guy? No clue. The Pope is in hiding. Fine. I could try to increase authority right now. That'll give me a little more levies and income at the cost of making people angry. Let's hold on that for a little bit. I don't have enough money for a physician. Let's just run at a quick but not super fast speed for a bit and see what happens. So my levies are going up because I've assigned vassals to territories. They're providing me stuff. Can give him a church and that increases moral authority. Do I have a church? I think this is one. I'm leasing it to a bishop. I have to maybe capture a church directly. I don't think any of these churches... Oh, my bishop is leasing them all. Maybe that's... Alright, where's the Pope? Let's pin him so I can track him. I just click on him up here and be able to do stuff. Right now all I can do is sway him or murder him, which I don't want to do either one of those right now. Okay, I don't have enough money to build anything. Let's just run at a slow pace for now. Eventually, I will either attack somebody or be attacked by somebody, so I'd like to strike first. And while it would make great sense to go after Egypt First off, I don't have a Casus Belli, so that's a big problem. Who do I have a Casus Belli against? This fucker here. I could declare a holy war for parts of his empire. The more faithful I am, the more I can request. Alright, what's going on? My eyes meet Countess Neon's for what feels like the 20th time. She's... even from the other end of the table, her gaze feels as intense as the midday sun. She wants me, and I'm terrified of her husband, or of what I might do, I cannot say. Looks like she's an albino. Yep. So, I could choose to give her a good tumble. I gain some stress because I am a chaste person. That's one of my virtues of my character. That, of course, can result in a bastard. It happens. I can let everybody know that she's eyeing me up, and she'll get mad at me, but her husband will actually be glad that I told. Or I could just, you know, get some free piety at the cost of some of her love of me, her opinion of me. Tell on that hoe. Can't see anything past the prestige on the bars. Donations are blocking it. Oh, okay. Why don't I do that? Fix that, because that is something you might actually want to see. It's not really important that you see, like, this shit down here. Let me just move it right there. I can keep my picture right... Oh, shit. Hold on. I fucked that up, guys. Really fucked it up. Keep my webcam there, maybe? That seems like okay. I mean, maybe I can get rid of it if it's really in the way. Be chased. Telling that whole... I think getting some extra piety might be a pretty good thing this early in the game. Especially because we're looking at, you know, being able to conquer just by holy wars. You know, we've got all these Islamic religions around us, and we're the one Christian in East Africa, so... I also have claims. Just by, you know, right of ancestry or whatever, I believe that I am the rightful ruler of the chiefdom of Calabasha. So I could simply claim that, use some prestige to declare war, and go after it. And it looks like I'd win. He's got 500 military, I've got, you know, 2,000 plus. And I should probably start doing that. Just start picking off land around me, keeping people on their heels. So I've declared war. Grab my flag, plop it over here, raise all my army. They'll be ready in 8 days. Okay. He was about to attack me, but then the rest of my army showed up, and he stopped. Here we go. We'll defeat their army in battle here. Most of them will flee. We need those resources for the troops. If one small village in Dongala has to starve, heated argument between my counselors follows me out of the room, and Mayor Suju, the representative from Dongala, greets with me with tired eyes as I approach. So, I can gain some intrigue lifestyle experience. My capital gains development growth of 10% for a year, but the mayor loses opinion of me. This is the guy who wants to feed the loses opinion of me respect. That's weird. Or I can basically pillage my village in order to support my armies. I gain a whole bunch of prestige for it. I get increased levies, so more soldiers for the next 10 years. However, I get a massive development penalty in my capital. So I think I'm going to keep just... I've got this war won. I don't need to worry too much about my levy size for the next 10 years. Yeah, hi, Amion. Hayley was murdered. Well, her sister decided to take her throne, and she succeeded because we had a whole bunch of problems. Always better to have a face cam. That makes sense to me. Never would happen IRL. We're also being raided by some punk-ass bitches over here. Alright. I took my foe hostage. So the guy who controls all this, he was sitting there in the castle. I conquered the castle, and I captured him. I could do a couple things with this. I could butcher him. Fucking execute me. I gain 20 dread. I think that might reset the war counter a little bit, because now I'm no longer negotiating with a guy that I currently have stuffed in my prison. But what it means is I've got 100%. I can make my claims. I can enforce my demands. I'll get that territory. I'll gain some fame. I'll gain some prestige and so forth. So there you go. I win. That's weird. That's a graphical bug. There we go. I now control that territory. I've added to my personal collection of holdings, which means I have to give it away if I want to keep things normal. And I want to go down here and kill these fucking raiders before they make off with all the money in my realm. So let's give this new castle, and we can tell which one it is because the control has dropped. We will grant it to, I don't know, this guy. And he becomes my vassal. It also came with some regimental clearings, which is good. It gives me extra levies. Well, I'll give him extra levies, and then he gives a portion of them to me because I'm his liege. Alright. Let's move this fucking army down here. Yeah, they took what they can and fled. Alright. I've gotten an idea in my attempts to align Meswar, my marshal, to my interests. This is the guy I'm currently trying to sway. Perhaps I could argue it's in the interest of all Sufris to support me rather than any other Coptic ruler. This is a Muslim faith, Sufrism, so it must be his faith. Yep. I can either try to make an argument, which challenges my learning skill, which is pretty good. I've got a 65% of winning that. Or I should just keep the diplomatic affairs niceties. It'll improve his opinion of me. Is that who I am? Yeah, I am. Which is kind of what I'm working to do anyway. Only slightly, as opposed to a big opinion boost. I'm going to give it a shot. It's worth trying because I can get a real big boost out of it. And I failed. That's unfortunate, but not a disaster. So it'll take me another 22 months to try again and sway him. I can lawfully imprison somebody for fornicating, this woman here. Or fabricate a claim, yep. Or go to war with somebody who I already have a claim. Holy wars. I could keep spreading my empire into Central Africa. There's a couple others here. Yep, down south a little bit. Basically, all of the Islamic rulers near me, I can go to holy war with. Ooh, that's a good chunk right there. Unfortunately, I can only take small bits at a time because I'm not religious enough. Let's wait a minute. I can't disband this because there's an army marching right next to me. Okay. Take a little bit to recover, get the levies back up, and get ready. There's a gauge in the war summary that's for prisoner value to the war. Ah, there you go. Executionating. Alright, I got a perk. Perks are fucking great. This is where we make this ruler, this character, different than the next one that I have. So I can go into the schemer, seducer, or torturer columns. You guys are probably familiar with this shit. This is a very typical RPG, you know, skill bonus thing. Now, we talked about doing the temptation focus and getting that fertility bonus up. I can take a skill here that'll give me even more fertility. Let's do that. Now I got a plus 50 in fertility. Speaking of fertility, okay, I do have a spouse. That's good. And a child. Also good. I will make my spouse educate my child. That will make him more of a combat specialist. So, I, of course, am a intrigue specialist, and my wife is a strategist, and will impart. She's also homosexual, which is probably making things difficult. Because this is clearly a marriage for political reasons, not for love. Which is maybe why we only have one child so far. But I've got that plus 50. Maybe I can sink a few more in there. Wow. I told you this game's going to be like that. Alright. Somebody would like to form an alliance with me. It's this guy here. The Baklin group. If I form an alliance with him, and then I can go to war with the guy above him with a little bit less problems. Let's do it. It's fine. He may also be attacked, but, you know, it happens. Actually, sorry, I talked about that. I probably can't go to war with... I can go to war with the liege, but he won't be helping me. But I might want to take this thing here. Naga. I don't have a casus belli on that one. Because this guy's also Coptic. So I can't go to war with him for religious reasons, because he follows my religion. Okay, let's go for a little bit here. Still doing okay council-wise. Could try to increase my control. Let's do that. Let's increase control here, because that territory is going to be real good to me. Got some money. I should get a physician. And go on a hunt, reduce some stress. That might be good too. Spend some money to reduce stress and maybe get a few good opportunities on the way. Hey, Connor! Who marry for love, lol. Not many. Not in this game. The world is full of dangers, even to a petty king and his court. Per my request, my servants have inquired after recommendations. Yep. We want either the experienced one or the enthusiastic but not that great at it one. So, level 2. Blade Master. Organizer. Lustful. Is this the... He's apparently experienced, but I don't see any experience on his thing. It must have come from somewhere else. I'll get the cheap one. Honestly, I think she would be better over time anyway. It doesn't specifically say this guy has any fucking skill at being a doctor. So... Uh-oh! Oh, shit. My vassal, Count Elazir, has fallen and is clutching his leg. I'm trained in medicine. And it looks like there's really no risk here. I've got it because of my learning skill. I know some first aid. I went to fucking Coptic Boy Scouts. Medieval Boy Scouts. Slap some fucking leeches on him. I get a learning boost for 10 years, and this guy gets a big opinion boost on me because I saved his leg. Alright, hunt is drawing to an end. Leave the floodplains. Hunt went very well. Return home invigorated. So I get a boost to my prestige, and that guy likes me, and I got a boost to my learning. It's all free stuff for, you know, the cost of some gold up front. And, of course, the stress went down, which is good. Just like other children his age, my son and heir sometimes lies and tests boundaries. However, he often avoids suspicion with his sweet demeanor. People always forgave him when he does get caught. I wonder how much he gets away with. He's got the trait of charming, which is good. +1 diplomacy, +1 intrigue. For now, at least. What's this? Temptation focus, good. Yep, I understand. Mismanaged population. Not great. Task finished. Brilliant work. We've converted them to the true faith. So now, our religious leader has no one else to convert. So I've got two things that he can do. He can either boost religious relations. Just go around preaching the good word. I get piety every month because of it, based on his learning skill. Other theocratic rulers like me more, like the Pope. And then there's some, you know, possible side effects that could happen because of his skill. He's not great. He's a 14. I could increase vassal opinion. I could lose vassal opinion, blah, blah, blah. The other thing he can do is he can fabricate a claim on a county. So basically, he employs his skill at books and learning and all this other shit, and can basically make it so that I have a rightful claim to one of these bordering territories, including the one that is currently owned by the Naga, the other Coptic vassal. And that will take him 17 months. And then I could go to war with them, who I will obviously destroy because I have a rightful claim to that land. I think I've got plenty of enemies that I can take advantage of right now. So I'm not going to worry about it right now. This guy up here, I can't declare war on because, sorry, I skipped over it. Because this is the guy I won against earlier, so I have to wait till the truce ends. Thoughts on the election? Oh, God. I actually have a politics section in my Discord that I've been pretty active in during this election cycle, or at least during the last, 48 hours. So if you really are interested, I've got some thoughts there that are pretty good. But I'm quite surprised. Well, no. I'm a little surprised at the House of Representatives changes, but not very surprised at the presidential lock. I kind of knew that was going to happen. I think anyone with a brain did. Fuck! Let's win some fucking land. I want it. It's mine. It's going to cost me some faith to do it, but I think I can win against this guy. Let's bring our rally point there. Raise my armies. They'll be there in 8 days. There they go. And let's invade the city that I'm looking to take over. That'll give me the biggest boost to my war score. Now, while my armies are raised, it's costing me a lot of money. So it's always a good idea to have a bit of a bank account before you go to war with somebody, especially if it's going to be a long one. Not that you have the chance. Sometimes they go to war with you, but always better to be prepared. Ah, endless hearings. Not a day goes by without some new inconsequential matter being brought to my court. Today, Count Elazar and Count Stephanos turn to waste my time with a petty dispute. The more I listen to the reasons, the more I am convinced the entire hearing is beneath my concern. I can throw them out, and they'll lose a bunch of opinion of me. Not great since they're my vassals. Or I can gain some stress by yelling at them, making them cower before me, threatening them, and I get a big boost to my intrigue lifestyle. Or I can simply take my time, get a decision out of one of them. One of them I get grateful and a weak hook on. This intrigue challenge is going to be difficult. I'm more likely to fail than I am to win. If I do win, it's a big boost. I get hooks on both of them. I get dread, which is good because then people are less likely to oppose me, directly at least. But if I fail, I lose dread, I lose some prestige. They both get hurt feelings, a little butt hurt. I get stress, and I only get a little experience. Honestly, I think this is the best either way. Other than just getting a little opinion from one of my vassals, which is not a big deal, since they both already like me. And I did it. Success. I terrified them. They wasted my time. I got a weak hook on both of them. I could use that. It's like a favor they owe me now. And I get a big boost to my intrigue, which gives me another perk point. Unshackled Lust removes your attraction penalties in seduction schemes. Or enticing opportunity, seduction scheme power. I'll take the Unshackled Lust, try to get all the way to the bottom here. Get the better scores are at the bottom. 100%, I just captured a valuable hostage, the guy's daughter. So if you look here at this bar at the bottom, it'll tell you where your war score is coming from. I got 100% for full occupation of the territory, and then I've got 50% for capturing the guy's heir. Apparently that's his only territory, so I must have just declared war on... Oh, okay, it's all broken up into these little fucking nations, so they don't have a ruler that's controlling the whole thing like I am. So it's easy pickings. Gimme! Alright, I've seized these territories, which includes one barony, and I need to hand that off to somebody. However, now I can grant this directly to... Oh, here, I should probably... Yeah. Oh, see, if I give it to a vassal, suddenly they control 2 territories, and they start getting stronger and stronger. It becomes a problem. I thought I could give it to my son. Yep, here he is. Angelos Azim. My son will directly inherit that title. Now, he should also inherit my titles, or a portion of them, depending on how many heirs I have. But now he's the ruler of that area already. Okay. I also have 80 coins. I want to disband my armies so that I start making money every month instead of losing it. And can I build new stuff? No, I need 150. There's a special duchy building as well that I can build. Very expensive, but good shit. I'll worry about that when I have some money. Am I tribal? Tribal culture? No? Yes? So I can raise raiders? Is that true? No. Nope, I must be feudal. Shit. Where is that? Yeah, feudal duchy. Yep. Can't raid as a feudalistic society, which is a good way, easy way to get money and prestige by just running into your neighbors' lands and stealing their gold. Okay, so far doing a lot better than the other game. Ah, here we go. So you know those hooks I got with the two counts that I terrified? I can use those hooks to bribe them or force them into giving me better rates on military or taxes. As long as I use a hook, it's not considered tyranny because we're buddies, we're friends. He owes me a favor, and that favor is going to come in the form of cold hard cash paid over time. As long as he remains my vassal. I can also negotiate an alliance with Count Angelos, my son, who I will do so. Now that he has, you know, his own council, his own territory, whenever I go into war, I can call upon him to come and defend me as well. Great. That guy's starting to like me finally. Means my whole council is in the green, although my steward could be better. Control. Yeah, let's boost the control in some of my slightly less controlled provinces. Yeah. So control. If control is less than 100, which it says it's 100 there. Why is... Okay, it was almost perfect. Weird. Okay, it's at 75. That was odd. I don't know why it went to 75 all of a sudden. Strange. If control is at 100, I get all the levies and taxes that are due to me. If it's anything less than that, it cuts back on how much I'm supposed to be getting. So I want to try to maintain high control in all of my territories, especially the ones that I own directly. Yes, I would be happy to go to a feast. Feasts are great for everybody. So especially since one of my vassals invited me to a feast, it'd be rude not to attend. Going there can sometimes present me with challenges that are bad, but oftentimes there is some kind of positive outcome. So, Count Azilier, the guy who invited me here, has become drunk. And simply rising from his seat proved too much for him, and I'm now covered in his stinking vomit. So I can either insult him, tell him he should be ashamed of himself. I gain stress because I'm shy. Can you guys hear me? Is this too loud? I know I can barely hear myself, but if it's too loud, let me know. I can reduce the volume for you guys. If I look at the... Hold on. It's going to scan over. Yeah. It doesn't sound too loud on the thing. Looks like it's okay. Let me know. Okay. Back over here. So I can insult him. I get a bonus of 5 years that gives me better prestige. It's okay. My prestige is pretty good for what I've got. Or I could just laugh it off, spend a little prestige, and he gains some opinion of me. He's my vassal. His opinion of me isn't great right now anyway, but it might get better throughout the course of the night. But I don't mind. I will allow that. Him to vomit all over me. I don't gain any prestige. In fact, I lose some, but his opinion of me goes up. Now he's asking me about troop compositions. I, of course, don't care too much about troop compositions. I could respond that I don't care less, form a rivalry with him, or he could become my friend. Either way, additional options happen down the road. What a feast. I'll remember the days spent in his halls for a long time to come, trying to wash off the traces of merriment and all the vomit in my clothes. I gain stress because I'm shy. It's tough for me to go to these events, so it actually does hurt me. But I gained a bunch of opinion from this guy. He's now at plus 100. He loves me. I came to his hall, and I did so many nice things. Yeah, that actually stressed me out a bit. I'm sure a lot of people can relate. My wife is bearing my child. Fantastic. All those points in intrigue are going to good use, because even though she's a lesbian, I managed to knock her up. But she lost the baby. That's bad. Ouch. Game does not hold punches. Alright. Well, she lost the baby. Attentive care, disease resistance, massive health boost. That's good because of her martial skill. Let's respond by invading some country. We can keep pushing ourselves through mid-Africa, but my goals, my eyes are on Egypt. I want Egypt. So let's see who is closer to that can help me. This guy here. I have an alliance. Oh. Welcome, Block 8508, to the Horde. Here we go. I can engage this guy directly. We have similar force compositions. His levies are pretty tough. He's got allies that have additional levies. I've got allies that have additional levies. I have 2 allies. But it would be a rough fight. I may actually wind up losing that war, and if I lose that war, I could lose money, I could lose prestige, I could lose my life if I'm not careful. I'm not ready to take him on yet, but I will slowly eat away at his neighbors and add them to my dominion. This is the one I want. It's got the biggest prize for me to earn. Getting this seaport here would be good too, letting me invade from different angles. And it's an easy pickings, 600 soldiers to their name. Let's bring my rally flag over here, raise my entire army. I can, if I wish, call my allies. Now I can't call the one here because he's the vassal of the guy I'm invading. And apparently I can't call my son for whatever reason. Maybe because he's too young. I'm not going to worry about it, because I'm not going to need his help. I've got my army here, and we're ready to go. Alright. You know that friend I made at that party, Count Elazar? Well, just having him around has caused my stress to go down by 10. Perfect. Long-term investment in my short-term misery. Smart, Block. I should. Haven't needed them yet, but you're right. I should do that, especially when I go to war with the king of Egypt there, the Sultan of Tuland. I definitely need some men-at-arms. I can show that off now while we're waiting for my guys to conquer that territory. So, up till now I've been using nothing but levies, and they're basically untrained peasants who get a pitchfork and are sent off to battle. But I can create and maintain men-at-arms. They're expensive, but they're worth it. So we've got a bunch of different classes, and they kind of work in that rock, paper, scissors form, where certain ones outrank certain other ones. So something unique to our Africa area here is camel riders. They've got, you know, certain abilities and whatnot, and they counter archers. So if I'm attacked with an army with archers, the camel riders will actually decimate the hell out of them. They get bonuses for fighting in desert, drylands, plains, and floodplains, which happens to be pretty much fucking everywhere around me. But desert mountains, which is where I kind of am now, they actually lose damage. Mountains, deserts, hills, etc. Hills, desert mountains, and regular mountains. They cost money per month when raised, and a little bit less when unraised. And they cost money to create. But let's start with it. Camel riders. And we can increase the size by adding more gold into it, but for now, I've run out of money. So that'll be it. They're unraised, so they'll slowly regenerate their size over time. Alright, my wife is pregnant again. Hopefully this one will stick. A new intrigue perk. Subtle Desire removes the rank difference penalty from seduction schemes. Also removes the incestuous penalty from seduction schemes if targeting adults over the age of 19. Yeah! No punches pulled. It hasn't happened yet, but it was gonna happen eventually. Alright. I've conquered that territory. Now, unlike pretty much all of my other wars, I haven't won the war yet. I've only gained a small boost for conquering the one of these counties. This is my war target, too, I believe, so I should be getting a better bonus from that. He's only got 15 soldiers up here. His capital is this one on the sea. Let's just keep conquering locations. Alright, I swayed that guy. He's finally up in a nice, plus 50. Let's sway my steward. Improve his opinion of me. Oof. Starting a sway scheme causes me a great amount of stress. That's tough. It's going to be tough to make friends when I can't actually directly influence them because it makes my feelings hurt. My mayor has attempted to improve relations with my neighbors and accidentally acknowledged Emir Alibaba, who is fucking the guy that I'm currently at war with, his claim to one of the counties in my domain. So now he has a legitimate reason to go to war with me to try to conquer this. Shouldn't be a problem because I'm about to butcher the hell out of his armies. Here we go! I have a son! A son! Amion the First. And he's not doing well. He's not gaining weight. He's crying a lot. He's sickly. It might wind up killing him. Severe health penalty, natural dread going down, but he might recover. I do have a physician, not the best that money can buy, but I've got one. Alright, we gotta fight these guys here. This is the army coming up to reconquer territory and defend against my invasion. If I can get to them, I can kill them off. That'll give me a big boost in the score. Crusader kings, the very heartlands of Western Christianity, are under siege by infidels. Desperate Christian lords have persuaded His Holiness Pope Nicholas to declare his intention of forging a righteous alliance to expel the heathens in the name of St. George. The theological ramifications of this news are already being discussed by the Prince, Archbishop, and other notable members of our clergy, who are eager to follow the example of the Catholics and begin a new age of religious warfare in the name of Coptic. We now have access to crusades. Incest, the core of Crusader Kings gameplay. You're not lying. So crusades are massive world wars, essentially, where the Pope will call a crusade, we have to join it, pledge our allegiance to the crusade, whatever, and if we win the crusade, we get a big chunk of money, of prestige, of piety, renown, pretty much everything. Alright, we won that battle, and we captured one of their combatants. So we actually have 2 prisoners right now. Dolo, I don't know what he did. I will demand that he convert to Copticism, and I will recruit him, because he is a small, prowess 6 fighter. But, it's always good to have an additional knight on the retainer. I can even gain a weak hook, and I can still get him to accept. So I will do that. And this guy I just captured here, I can execute him. That'll get me some dread. I don't gain any bonus of faith because it's not a religion that cares too much about executions. Dread is good, and I'm allowed to do that without being viewed as a tyrant because he is a Muslim faith. If he were Christian faith, it would be bad. I could demand that he convert to Coptic instead, and possibly recruit him to my court. He is a shittier fighter. I'll do that. I'll recruit him. Rather than butcher him for basically no reason other than to gain some dread. I'll recruit him to my cause instead. Alright. Amion is bruised and swollen. He barely looks human. As I grab his hand, he attempts to speak, but no sound passes his lips. The physician is standing in the corner of the room, anxiously wringing her hands. So she's fucked up. She was supposed to treat his sickness, and she wound up wounding him. He lost an eye. He's ill. He's sickly. He's got a mortal wound. He's likely to die. So, I've got a couple options. I could chastise the physician, yell at her, tell her this will never happen again. I can forgive her. She'll be grateful for that. But I could arrest her. And this is a fair reason, because she fucked up in her duty of taking care of my son. I have the right to arrest her. Or I can kill her, which is not allowed. That's an act of tyranny. My subjects will hate me. I'll lose piety, etc. Wow. Not great. I'll yell at her. Alright, we are moving my army to conquer this city here. We have 82%. All we really have to do is free my own city. Actually, let's fucking do that instead. Go free my own city, and that will give me the percentage I need. Or actually, I could just outlast him, because I'm holding enough of territory that I'm gaining points towards success. My spy master accused my friend of having an extramarital affair with his lover, Yeonmin. How could he defile the sanctity of his marriage? If I don't arrest them, I lose a level of devotion. I become sinful. It's not good to be sinful, so I kind of have to arrest him. And actually, I only have to arrest the woman. Apparently, it's her crime, not his. Sorry. Da-da-da. Ancient history. I can release her. But if I don't demand something from her, I lose dread. And she gains opinion of me. But I don't particularly care. She's a nobody, really. She's a spindly fornicator with, I think... Oh, she is, fucking... She's unlanded. She has no holdings. She's a lowborn. I might as well just... I can recruit her, but she's really good at philosophy, I guess. Here, I'll recruit her and gain a hook. She'll actually hate me for that, but better than letting her go free. They reconquered something, the bastards. See, now they're reconquering the territories that I won, while I'm out reconquering the territories they stole from me. Alright. A bloom in the wilderness. The third night in a row I'm sitting in the same table at the same inn, having an excellent view of the bar and the captivating barmaid behind it. My daydream is interrupted when my spy master slams his tankard on the table. I've been seeing you gawk at Anastasia all night. Athanasia? Fucking can't stand these names. Athanasia all night. He whispers with a sly smile. I do not blame you. She is a bonny woman. Do you want me to make introductions? So, because I am very good at intrigue, I can wrap her around my finger, decide how to proceed. My count here, my spy master becomes my friend, and I gain some intrigue experience. All good things, unless I get caught. I could do it myself. I get more intrigue experience, but I don't gain a new friend. And it's a little bit harder, 62%. Or I could just lose a bunch of stress because I'm shy. Not a bad way to go. Just lose some stress. Not take advantage of this situation, which could get me in trouble. But it could also give me another heir, an illegitimate one. What do you guys want to do? I'll let it up to you. I'm going to go grab a beer. You guys go ahead and put in your chat what you want me to do. Take advantage of the situation, do it myself, try to get that big experience boost, or just relieve some stress, drink a little, and get on with it. Be chaste. Yeah. Drink a little, says Tech. Make a friend and maybe an heir. One-eyed kiddo is not looking good. That's true. Very true. Amion does not look like a great candidate for the throne. Hell, he might not even live to adulthood, the way his treatment went. Of course, if Amion is here, he should probably say the opposite. Say, no! Drink! Don't give me another competition for the throne. I'm worried it's going to stress me out because I'm shy. But I think Madam Giggs makes a very good point. We want a strong child for the throne. Let's do it. Conversation flows smoothly. Did not expect to have so much in common with a barmaid. I only realized that Borelli has left when Anastasia puts her hand on my arm and asks if I want a room for the night. A room for two, judging by the look in her eyes. Alright, so, here's the deal. Now I can make her my lover. A recurring thing. So I will continually be sleeping with her, continually be trying to make a new heir by accident. But she gains an opinion of me, we start a romance. It's all good, as long as I don't get caught. Or I just lay with her once, I get that opinion boost, the same, Count becomes my friend. The only difference is I don't continue to see her repeatedly. And then I could just say I'm flattered, I just wanted to talk, not a big deal. I get a boost to my attraction because now I'm turning women away. But I think maybe making this a long-term thing. After all, my wife is a lesbian. It's not producing a ton of heirs. It might be a good idea to take one on the side. So we're going to go ahead and make her a lover. Most importantly, I was able to do that without losing penalty for being shy. So you know what happened up here? I actually misunderstood. My other neighbor, Alumari, conquered the territory that I was trying to capture and took it over. So it no longer belongs to the guy who I'm winning this war against. Now that I've freed my own territory, I've got the 100%, I'll call it, and I'll seize the other part of his territory. This guy now is looking pretty slim. He actually has some territory down here, though, so he's kind of all divided up. I'll disband my armies, get some money back, and start repairing my forces, because I lost about half of them. How's that, Pope? Pope, what you need, man? How can I, like, get you in on some of this church I got? I can ask him for money. He will not accept. Because I've taken over some additional properties, but I don't think any of them have had churches on. City, barony. Oh, I've got the money. I should build some holdings. Alright. Let's take a look here. So now I've gained 2 more locations that I need to get rid of. Let's grant to my children. Oh boy, Amion. I'll give him one. He may not live very long, but at least for now he'll become my vassal. And I gotta get rid of another one. This one here is pretty weak. I will grant that to this guy here, Stefanu. There we go. 2 new vassals, one of which is my own child. Okay. Let's build a new holding. So we've got 150. We actually have 170 gold. There's a couple things we can build, and they all provide a small bonus to that territory. Levies, knights, extra knights, always great, because knights are great combatants. They really turn the tide if you've got a lot of good ones. Our light cavalry damage goes up, and we're already making a camel cavalry men-at-arms, so that's a possibility. But also just getting more money is actually a great idea too. Crop fields, just pure cash comes in. Half a gold per month for the first level of the farms and fields. It really adds up over time. Or we can go somewhere in the middle. This here pastoral lands gives us a little taxes and a little levies. Let's start with money. Get the money going, use the money to build more stuff later. Gained a level of devotion. Known for my dedication to my faith, I've gone up to faithful. That means when I go to war with people now, such as this fucker here who took the place I wanted, I can go for an entire duchy instead of just a tiny county. I can take 2 counties at once. And I can change which one it is. I guess he only has 1 duchy there, but I can only grab the 2 that I actually have rights to. Question is, this duchy here. Okay, it's actually this whole thing. Gotcha. But he only controls 2 of his portions. I thought it might go up here, in which case I would want to try to fabricate additional claims. 800 soldiers. Let me rest up a bit longer so that when I do go to war, I have a little more money in the bank and I've got a little more soldiers ready to go fight. But I'd love to take both of those in one swoop. It worked! Athanasia has come to me, and I immediately know why. She is with child, and there's little doubt in her heart, as in mine, as who the father is. However, with my marriage to Helene, there is nothing I can do except hope this involvement stays secret. New perk! Mortal adoration. Your lovers are less likely to join murder schemes against you. Lovers are more likely to save you in case of an attempted murder. That sounds pretty good. I don't like getting murdered. Let's do that. And my wife is pregnant as well. Fantastic. The family tree is growing. And a larger family tree means more likelihood that some of them will not displease me. Speaking of displeasing me, I guess all my children are currently being educated, so that's not a problem right now. Okay, fair enough. Alright. My levies are almost full now. It's a good time to go to war. Let's get that duchy. It's going to cost me 200 faith, and I've got 400, so it's going to cost me half. But it'll be worth it if I can take all that property. Let's do it. Alright. After 14 days, I've got my full army. Spy masters come to me with grave news. Someone is plotting to kill my courtier Kabar. I mean, I don't particularly care. He's not a vassal. He's not in my council. It's really not a big deal. But I'll try to stop it anyway. Alright. While we're at it, we should spread our Coptic faith to our newly acquired territories. And let's move our soldiers in. Now, I'm going to, once I've gotten over here and conquered this area, I'll split my forces and try to, I might not even need to do that, never mind. Alright, my queen has given birth to a little daughter. Who shall that daughter be? We'll do Hayley. Hayley the First. 30 tiny little knights are going up that way to do something. They can't possibly siege a city. There's not enough of them. So I don't know what he's off doing other than running away. So let's take this city. By the way, another thing I need to do is I need to create, we don't have access to them right now, I need to create a siege weapon unit. Hopefully my culture will research the onager. Oh, I'm the head ruler. Fuck it. I'll make the onager my current fascination. That'll help me to siege castles quicker, which is something I definitely want to do. Alright, those dreaming expressions and wistful sighs can only win one thing. My friend, Count Berilli, is longing for romance. Perhaps I should put my matchmaking skills to the test and ease his suffering. He would surely be grateful. Yeah, okay, I can get a perk if he becomes the lover of a match of my choice. Or I could focus on my own marriage and increase the opinion of my wife. Well, she hasn't found out that I've been cheating on her yet, so she's pretty happy. This game is fucking crazy. Alright. Oh shit, he's got a wife too. Let's do it anyway. Alright. What do I think Beryl would want in a partner? A kindred spirit, personality to match his own. Works for people who are empathetic and kind and prefer partners similar to their own. He is lustful, diligent, and gluttonous. Attractive, either of body or temperament. Lustful, arrogant, attractive people tend to prefer partners who are good-looking. I think I've found the right kind. Let's find him an attractive lover. I've observed him for some time, and I believe that he is drawn to, like a moth to the flame, for charisma and beauty. Now that I'm a little more acquainted with his desires, I've made a list of potential matches. Who will suit my friend the best? So, we've got Zahara. She is gregarious, zealous, and compassionate. Or we've got Mayor Eustefeniu, who is compassionate, zealous, and chaste. I think chaste is not what we're looking for here. We'll try Zahara. Neither one of them is especially attractive or lustful. They did not get along very well. Strike while the iron's hot, giving him another chance to meet. This time I'll arrange something more exciting, an opportunity to share a common interest. She's gregarious. She likes parties. He's lustful, diligent, and gluttonous. Party might work, a dance. Based on their skills. Thrilling hunt. Trip to the local infrastructure. Private dinner to share some gossip. Well, he is a intricate web weaver. She's not. She's a bargainer. We'll try the gossip thing. Dinner. Who knows? Nope, it did not work. Rip. She kept it to herself throughout the whole sad affair, not even sending a glance toward him. Lame. But I did get a couple of bonuses. I got some experience, and I got studying people. It gives me a +5 opinion. Which is good. Let's conquer this goddamn territory. I want it. Uh-oh. Count Stephanos had an affair with his lover Marina. I sure hope they don't find out about me, because I have to arrest them. Oh, that sucks. Well, off to the dungeons. With her, and then I will release her. What do I need from her? Oh, she's pregnant, too. Yeah. She's also a really good steward. I'll recruit her and get out. The weakness that has plagued my son Amion has finally released its hold on him. He's running around with all the other children. He's no longer sickly. Still only has one eye, but he's finally better. So Amion's gotten stronger. And I finally conquered that territory. Let's move up and get the other one. The capital of this guy's empire will soon be mine. He's bringing soldiers in. Should I try to... Let's split off a new army. I'm going to manually do this because I want to bring my camel riders and my big levies, some of my small groups. I want to bring out about 1,000 and send them off. I want my vassal knight and friend, who is a huge, great commander. One of the greatest commanders, to go after him. There we go. So I've left some behind to siege the castle, and I'm going to lose that battle, which is shocking, actually. Because I severely outnumbered them, and I thought I had them outclassed as well, but apparently not. Valuable hostage captured. I've seized the territory. I captured somebody important to him. His heir. And I can enforce demands. Even though I lost that battle, it's still enough. I get the duke, the duchy. May your years be short and miserable. I gained some devotion because it was a holy war. I think it was half of what I spent to get it, but that's okay. And I now have 2 additional holdings that I need to get rid of. So let's grant this tribe to this guy. And let's grant the other tribe to, let's see, vassal knight, friend, vassal and knight, player heir. My son Angelos. There we go. Disband my armies and rest a bit. Hello, the Lone Mono. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Alright, I've been obligated to attend a local sparring tournament, but the contestants are delayed. The tournament won't start for another hour. I'm bored. My friend Elazar is here. He's sitting under a nearby pavilion, clearly bored as well. On the other hand, I could eavesdrop the conversations of other attendees. Now, going and hanging out with my friend to make him my best friend is tough because I'm shy. So I'm going to probably avoid that because I'm very close to having a fucking breakdown. I could try to discover a random secret from inside my realm, which will probably wind up being somebody slept with somebody else and then I have to arrest them. Well, I don't have to, but I could do that and get a hook or blackmail them, or I could just lose a little bit of stress. Just saw it off, lose some stress. I think I'm gonna do that because my stress is pretty high. All right, I found a tome, a leather tome inscribed with weird symbols. It looks old, obviously seen some recent use. I come to the realization that it deals with some unconventional knowledge. You know what this is? It's a book of witchcraft. So, I have the opportunity here to abandon some of my Christian morals and beliefs and engage in the occult. That seems like a pretty big decision, guys. What should we do? Should we investigate witchcraft as an option? Or should we heresy, turn it into the priests, gain a little bit of piety? I also gained something called focused reading, gives me a boost to learning. What's it gonna be? 10 o'clock. We've got another hour. Also, after this decision, let me know if you guys want me to skip over and do something else. Play RimWorld, or Dead by Daylight, or no fucking anything. Let me know. Got another hour left if you want me to keep playing this game because you're having a good time. Also good. So, yeah. I'm going to take a swig of this. Actually, what I'll do is I'll take the dogs out while you guys decide, and when I come back, if I don't hear from you, I'll just do whatever the fuck I want. Alright, guys. BRB.
I hear her crying, but I don't see her.